And welcome back to Up with KREM. Starting Friday, face coverings are required across Washington state. This morning, we hear from local leaders on how it will look for Spokane.
And Spokane County has passed the 1,000 mark of reported COVID-19 cases. Health experts also say they continue to point to more young people contracting the virus in recent weeks. So this morning, we take a closer look by the numbers.
Well, Apple released iOS 14 for iPhones, but some older phones are not included with that update.
And outside, we're off to a cloudy start to the day. Some showers are making their way through the northwest as we kick off your morning. Today is Wednesday, June 24th, and Up with KREM starts right now.
Up with KREM begins now.
Here on Up with KREM. We appreciate you joining us. Jen York and Evan Narani joining us as well. Hey Jen, I'm the only beard left on the show now. Evan is a clean, baby-faced Evan Narani now.
Our sweet baby angel. I noticed that this morning. I had to do a double take because I was like, hey, I got to put on my glasses, check that out, but looking sharp, guys.
Well, thank you. Thank you. It's been quite a transformation. I was telling Joshua that this is kind of like my Britney Spears moment of 2008, where I just decided I just had to get rid of it all, you know, and I needed kind of that physical transformation. So this, I mean, my quarantine beard is gone, and I mean, who knows? I've thought about whether or not I would ever want a beard permanently, but I think for now I'm going to go clean shaven.
Well, hey, the first full week of summer.
New week, new you.
Yeah, first full week of summer is the best time to have a Britney Spears moment, right, Evan?
That's right. Hey, right? There's only looking up from here. I mean, we are seeing a pretty nice start to the day. Still some showers as we kick off the morning. That's what we've got outside. This is the view up at Schweitzer. Earlier on, we were talking about even some thunderstorms that were passing on through. But the afternoon today is expected to be rather dry. So we'll move back toward that trend of dry weather. And for Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday, we're back in the 80s again with sunny conditions. So summer weather here to last for the week. Satellite radar view, this is what we're talking about. You see that weak wave that kind of came through, brought a good amount of cloud cover throughout the state of Washington. When we give you a little bit of a closer look at the Spokane area, you can see what we're talking about. These are those showers that are pretty unique to Spokane County right now and pushing into Kootenai County. As we go into the next couple hours, we will see those deteriorate and just stick with that trend of cloudy skies. Hour by hour, we will warm up. It's not going to stop us from the 80s and upper 80s at that. We're looking at a high of about 87 degrees here in Spokane. Yesterday we made it to 88, so that was the warmest day of the year so far yesterday, and then it looks like today will either match that or fall just a few degrees short of it. Wind speeds are in the single digits almost across the region. Wenatchee, though, at 10-mile-an-hour winds. Spokane at 9, Coeur d'Alene at 6, and Sandpoint at 5. We'll see those gusts move into the 20-mile-per-hour range by this afternoon. We'll have more details on your forecast and what the rest of the week looks like in just a bit, but let's take a look at your traffic situation outside to start off the morning. So far, so good. Those roads are wet thanks to the showers that we've seen over the last about 2 hours. So make sure to take it slow in areas where we're seeing a little bit of a slowdown or some wet roads out there if you need to. But beyond that, still waiting on that morning rush. It looks like about 7 and 8 o'clock is when we usually see that influx of cars on those roads. If we see any backups or delays, we will let you know. But for now, Joshua, I'll send things back over to you.
Thank you very much, Evan. Coming up on 5:34 now on your Wednesday morning, new requirements are set to take place this week, making masks and face coverings mandatory in Washington. Starting on Friday, masks will be required both indoors and outdoors when it is hard to keep 6 feet apart from other people. Our Dana Marie McNichol joins us live this morning with the latest on what you need to know. Good morning, Dana Marie.
Good morning, Joshua. That's right. No matter what rules are in your county right now, everyone across Washington state over the age of 5 will have to wear a face mask on Friday. Now, we do want you to join our conversation. A lot of people are waking up to this news and saying, okay, we're asking, should face masks be required statewide? Let us know by voting in our KREM 2 mobile app. You have a lot of time to vote this morning. We want to get those in and have your voices be heard this morning. Now, the announcement comes after an uptick in COVID-19 cases as businesses reopen. And the numbers concern Governor Jay Inslee, who says wearing a mask or face covering is the only thing that's proven to help stop the spread. Now, Governor Jay Inslee could visit Spokane tomorrow. The potential visit to Spokane would likely be similar to what happened in Yakima County last week. That's where he met with health officials and told local leaders. Spokane County Health Officer Dr. Bob Lutz says he does not support a move into phase 3 after almost half of the county's new cases were linked to community spread. And with the mask mandated going into effect this week, we want to continue answering your questions. Now, a question that we have gotten is, what happens if I don't wear a mask? This is a really great question. The governor says he hopes the mandate will accelerate a shift in culture where mask wearing is just expected. He hopes education will be enough for people to help keep those around them healthy. But if not, this is the big thing and the change. The order is legally enforceable and a violation could constitute a misdemeanor. So whether you're inside or outside, you're just trying to get used to this new norm, we're here to answer all your questions. Our Up with KREM team is going to answer anything. 509-448-2000. Use that texting line to take advantage of it, because we'll get those answers sent straight to your phone this morning with this new mandate. I know it's a lot of new information, but good information, and ones to keep yourself safe and those around you. Live in downtown Spokane, I'm Dana Marie McNichol.
Thank you, Dana Marie. And of course, we want to also encourage people watching at home to vote in our online poll. Right now, a slight majority going to 52% saying no, they don't believe they should be required. But the numbers have been all over the place this morning. So we'll keep an eye on that poll as it updates throughout the morning here on Up with KREM. And the face covering mandate also comes as Spokane County is trying to move into phase 3 of reopening. Public health officials say that we are still seeing too many cases to do so. But what does this new mandate mean for our area? Well, this morning, we hear from Mayor Nadine Woodward.
Spokane Mayor Nadine Woodward says she isn't surprised by the order. Locally, the county has had a mask directive for weeks, and leaders like Woodward have been pushing for people to cover their face in public for months.
I've been advocating that we wear masks during COVID as well, and not seeing full compliance. And so I think this is just the next step to try to protect our community's health as much as possible.
Woodward has been pushing for Spokane to move into phase 3, allowing more businesses to reopen. But the local numbers are going in the wrong direction. A mask mandate may be a good way to balance economic activity with public health.
We've got businesses right now that are barely making it at 50% capacity. I can't imagine if they had to close their doors and people not working again. I can't see that happening. I don't want to see that happen. And if it means that wearing masks will prevent us from doing that, that's a small price to pay.
There's been some resistance in Eastern Washington to any sort of mandates from the state government. Woodward says she understands the importance of personal freedom, but the good of the general public matters too.
Listen, I understand that people love their freedoms. This is a situation where we have a health pandemic, and we need to protect those around us. Of course, wearing masks protects others from ourselves. And I think we really need to get to a place where we should be respectful of others.
And in fact, it's unlikely government will directly impinge on people. Local law enforcement is expected to continue their education-focused strategy with these orders, not actually arrest anyone. And even if they wanted to, it wouldn't make much logistical sense.
We don't have room in the jail to put people, to arrest people and put them in jail right now if they're not wearing a mask. And we don't have enough law enforcement to go out and enforce this on a regular basis throughout the city. So we are relying on the community, voluntary compliance. Please wear your mask, protect the community, protect others, help get us to the next phase so we can open more businesses.
Other local leaders also responded today. In a statement, Council President Brian Beggs supported Inslee's order, saying local hospitals told leaders, quote, "Spokane will soon fill up all of our normal hospital bed capacity and crowd out other patients. Their prescription to us was to get everyone to wear facial coverings outside their homes." Councilmember Michael Cathcart was more critical of the mask mandate. He said in a statement in part, quote, "If masks are truly effective and our governor wants to mandate their use, then this decision should have coincided with no less than fully reopening our economy." Casey Decker, KREM 2 News.
Thank you very much, Casey. Welcoming back Jen York in this morning with another look at additional headlines surrounding the coronavirus this morning. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Joshua. Yeah, thank you. So here are 3 things to know on our Wednesday morning. First, starting today, the Washington Employment Security Department is limiting calls to the agency. It will free up agents to call people who need assistance. Now, this will run from today through July 5th. So workers are playing catch up, trying to contact people waiting to hear back about unemployment claims and questions. The department did something similar back in May, and in that case, response to claims went up by 90%. Washington State University canceled an in-person commencement ceremony in August. Now, this is due to coronavirus. It was a makeup ceremony for students who graduated in the spring. University leaders say the decision to cancel was not made lightly. Now, they released a statement that reads in part, "As a spring graduate of the class of 2020, you have earned your degree in the face of extraordinary circumstances. You have reason to be proud, and the university salutes you." The European Union is considering banning American travelers, saying the U.S. failed to control the coronavirus. It is rules the EU is considering when opening its borders. However, right now, the New York Times reports this is just a first draft of potential rules. Joshua, we'll send things back to you in studio.
Thank you very much, Jen. Yeah, this morning we're going to take a closer look at the latest COVID-19 case numbers out of this morning. Basically, North Spokane has passed the 1,000 mark when it comes to overall cases of COVID-19. And health experts are pointing to more young people contracting the virus over the past few weeks. So this morning, we want to take a closer look at those numbers in Spokane by the numbers. The latest data, of course, coming this morning is specifically related to cases by age. We're going to break down the specific age groups of all confirmed cases countywide. We can see that teens, people in their 20s and 30s, so on, all the way up to their 90s, sort of mapped out here. Now, district leaders have reported that more people in their 20s make up about a quarter of overall confirmed cases in the county. You can see that number here, 241 of the 1,051 overall cases out of Spokane County coming between people in the ages of 20 and 29. By the way, that total is more than reported cases of the virus for people in their 60s, in their 70s, their 80s, and their 90s combined. The next highest number comes from people in their 30s, sitting at 171 overall cases confirmed in Spokane County between the ages of 30 and 39. Then we move to people in their 40s, and basically from 40 to 49 makes up 142 of overall county cases. Now, anybody this direction, 49 years or younger, there have been 0 reported deaths from COVID-19 in Spokane County. As of this morning, though, as we look at the deaths mapped out across the county, 37 people in Spokane County have died from COVID-19. The highest percentage of countywide deaths comes from people in their 80s at 35%, with 13 total deaths confirmed, followed shortly by people in their 70s with 11. The last confirmed death, though, was reported more than 2 weeks ago. We do also want to look at North Idaho. Now, they report their information a little differently out of the Panhandle Health District, classifying confirmed cases by 3 groups: people 18 or younger, 19 to 14, and people 50 years or older. And of course, this covers Kootenai, Benoit, and Bonner counties, who combine for 169 confirmed cases overall. So far, only 1 death has been reported out of Kootenai County, and the age range between this 19 to 49 mark is the highest number of overall cases, sitting at just under half, 78 confirmed cases, but not by much. People in their 50 or older mark are sitting at 70 confirmed cases. Of course, we'll take a look at this data moving ahead in the next few weeks and months as the situation develops. We also want to take a look now at what's trending. If you've got an iPhone, get ready for a new software update this fall. Apple has announced details about what the new update will look like, and now people are taking to Twitter with their responses. Our Nicole Hernandez joins us live with what the buzz is all about. Nicole?
Yeah, Joshua, so this might be the biggest change in how our iPhones are actually going to look from day to day that Apple has put out with this new iOS. So most of us will have to wait until fall for that new update, but the sneak peek that Apple gave us is actually pretty cool. Here's a look at just some of the things that this new iOS update will do. You can now have things called widgets that appear on your screen. You can have your phone automatically organize your apps, and there will be a 2-in-1 apps at once feature. So with one will pop up on your screen as a little screen, and then you can use another app as your big screen. Sounds pretty cool, right? Well, there are some complaints circling around Twitter though. Here's a few of them saying a lot of the quote new features on this update are things that Androids have had for quite a while now. So there's a bunch of memes and jokes about the feud between the two companies. Yikes, right? Kind of brings us back to that whole debate. But another big complaint and joke floating around Twitter right now is the fact that Apple is not letting people with the original iPhone 6 upgrade to iOS 14. So if you've got that iPhone 6, I'm sorry, you will not be able to upgrade. But if you have the iPhone 6S, you will be able to upgrade. So there's just a lot to laugh about online right now, some good jokes floating around, so check that out if you want a good laugh. But to us, Apple, Android, doesn't matter here at KREM as long as you've got that KREM 2 mobile app downloaded.